Hello students, in our previous episodes we have discussed what is function and also discussed the types of functions. Now at times it happens that we have to club two functions together to get a new function. Such a technique is called composition of functions. Today we discuss in detail the composition of two functions. For this, let us take one example. We have a function f from a to b. And we also have a function from b to c. Now this linkage of two functions can have direct linkage from a to c like this. Now the linkage with red arrows gives a combined function from a to c. This is called GOF. We had a function from a to b, that is f. Then we have function from b to c, that is g. And eventually these two functions put together is a function from a to c called GOF. This GOF is called the composite of functions f and g in this order. Let us take now an example. We are given two functions f and g, and we have to find GOF as well as FOG. First we find GOF. For GOF of each element, say first 1. This is G of f of 1. Now f of 1 is 2, and if you take 2 here, G of 2 is 3. So it is G of 2, and that is 3. This means GOF of 1 is 3. That is, under the function GOF, the image of 1 is 3. Similarly, GOF of 3. This is G of f of 3. F of 3 is 5. So it is G of 5, and G of 5 is 1, so it is 1. It means under GOF, the image of 3 is becoming 1. Finally, GOF of 4. First we find F4. F4 is 1. So it is G of 1, where G of 1 is 3. Thus, our domain of GOF was A, and A contained 3 elements 1, 3 and 4. We have all the elements image for 1, 3, 4, which came to be 3, 1, 3 respectively. So ultimately our image set is found. Thus GOF is merely 1 going to 3, 3 going to 1 and 4 going to 3. So this gives us GOF. Now we'll find FOG. For FOG, we first find G images and then we find F images. It means we have to start from C. Let us recall, our A was 1, 3, 4. Our B was 1, 2, 5, whereas our C was 3, 1. Now to find FOG, first we find the image under G. So we take elements from B to C. So we have G1 is equal to 3, hence f of G of 1 is equal to f of 3 and f of 3 is 5. Again we take the element 3, 2. So G of 2 is 3. Hence FOG of 2 will be f of 3. F of 3 is simply 5. Then we go for G of 5. That is G of 5 is 1. Hence f of G of 5 is f of 1 and f of 1 is 2. Now we take another problem. Let f is A to B and G is from B to C is given by f equal to 1 2, 3 5, 4 1 and G is 1 3, 2 3, 5 1. We have to write down GOF. Now here clearly A is equal to 1 3 4 and B is equal to 2 5 1 and of course C is equal to just 1 3. We have to find GOF. It means we will first find the image of every element of A under F and then we find the image of G of the elements of these B's in C. So first to find GOF of 1, that is G of f of 1. F of 1 is 2. So we have G2 and G2 is 3. So eventually GOF of 1 is just 3. Again GOF of 3. This is G of f of 3. But f of 3 is 5. So we get G of 3, 5 and G of 5 is 1. It means GOF of 3 is ultimately 1. Finally, we want GOF of 4. That is G of f of 4. F of 4 is 1. So it is G of 1. But G of 1 is 3. So ultimately GOF of 4 is 3. Now we take one more problem. Here we have to find both GOF and FOG. Fx is given to be mod x and Gs is given to be mod 5x minus 2. So first we find GOF. Now GOF of x is equal to G of f of x. Now f of x is simply mod x. And what is G of anything? G of anything is 5 times that thing minus 2 whole thing in modulus sign. So it is modulus of 5 times whatever is inside, that is mod x minus 2. So this gives the value of GOF x, which comes to be mod of 5 mod x minus 2. Now we try to find FOG. FOGX is simply f of g of x. G of x is simply mod 5x minus 2. And then f of x is mod of whatever is input. So it becomes mod of the input 5x minus 2 in mod, again the whole thing in mod. That comes to simply mod 5x minus 2. Thus we have found GOFX as well as FOGX in this case. So sometimes we can find both GOF and as well as FOG. Let us take one more problem. In this problem, we are given a function from the interval minus 1, 1 to r given by f of x is x upon x plus 2. And we show that first it is 1, 1 function. And then we have to find the inverse of the function f to the range of f. Now, in this question, there are two terms appearing, namely inverse and range. The range of a function is merely the set of images under the function f. When the function is onto, range coincides with the codomain. That is, when function is onto, range and codomain are the same. But when the function is not onto, range is a proper subset of codomain. Let us take one more problem. We are given a function from minus 1, 1 to r given by f of x is x upon x plus 2. First of all, we will show that this function is 1, 1. And then we have to find the inverse of the function f minus 1, 1 to the range of f. Now in this question, there are two terms appearing, namely inverse and range. By the range of function, we mean the set of all images under the function. When the function is onto, there is no difference between the codomain and the range. But when the function is not onto, then range is a proper subset of the codomain. Coming to inverse, when a function is 1, 1 as well as onto, in that case, if we have function g such that FOG is same as GOF and equal to the identity mapping, then we call f and g inverse of each other. So here we have to find the inverse as well as to show that f was 1, 1. Now we start solving this problem. First of all, we have to show that f is 1, 1. For this, let us take two elements a and b belonging to closed interval -1, 1. Suppose FA is equal to FB. This implies A upon A plus 2 is equal to B upon B plus 2. This means AB plus 2A is equal to AB plus 2B, and this implies 2A is 2B, and this implies A is equal to B. Thus we see, starting from FA equal to FB, after some implications, finally we get A equal to B, and hence we can say F is 1, 1. Thus we have shown that the given function is a 1, 1 function. Now, to go for the inverse of the function, first of all let us find the range of f. Before that, let us see whether the given function is onto or not. For that we write y is equal to x upon x plus 2. This gives yx plus 2y is x. Finally we get x is equal to 2y upon 1 minus y. Now x is meaningless when y is 1. It means the given function is not onto because 1 has no pre-image. This is the only point where the problem comes. So the range of f is merely the domain, codomain minus this set. So now we get the range of the function f is merely R minus set 1. So the function f from the closed interval -1 to 1 to R minus 1 is both 1, 1 and onto. So it has inverse. As before, we had x is 2y upon 1 minus y. This means y in f inverse y is 2y upon 1 minus y. The inverse function f inverse x is given by f inverse x is equal to 2x upon 1 minus x. Thus we find the inverse. So remember, whenever you find inverse, make sure the function is 1, 1 as well as onto, otherwise inverse will not exist. Let us take one more problem. The problem reads, consider the function f whose domain is R plus and codomain is the interval -5 to infinity, given by f of x equals 9x square plus 6x minus 5. We have to show that f is invertible with f inverse y is equal to root y plus 6 minus 1 over 3. A function is called invertible if the function's inverse exists, and that happens only when function is 1, 1 and onto. So to show that function is invertible, we must show that the given function is 1, 1 as well as onto. First we show it is 1, 1. For that, let us take two elements a and b in the domain, that is R plus. Of course, R plus means set of all real numbers which are positive. We assume that FA is equal to FB. This requires 9a square plus 6a minus 5 is 9b square plus 6b minus 5. this makes 9a square minus b square is equal to 6 times minus 6 times a minus b. That makes 9a minus b times a plus b is minus 6 times a minus b. So we have 9a plus b is equal to minus 6, so that a plus b is minus 2 by 3. But both a and b belong to R plus, so both are positive, so a plus b cannot be negative. Now this is a consequence of the assumption that a is not equal to b, and since it is absurd, so we have to withdraw our assumption, namely a is not equal to b, so we must accept that a has to be. So this implies that a must be equal to b. So by assuming fa is equal to fb, eventually we are compelled to accept as a is equal to b. So this proves that f is 1, 1. Our next step is to prove that f is onto. For that, we assume the image 9x square plus 6x minus 5 to be equal to y. This gives the quadratic equation 9x square plus 6x minus 5 plus y equal to 0. By the formula of quadratic equation, we have x is equal to minus 6 plus minus 36 plus 36 times y plus 5 upon 18. Now x cannot be negative. That's why between two signs plus minus we insist for plus sign, because if you take minus sign the whole thing becomes minus. So we get x equal to minus 6 plus 6 times root 1 plus 5 plus y upon 18. So it becomes minus 6 plus 6 plus y upon 18, that equals minus 1 plus root y plus 6 upon 3. This implies our f inverse x is simply minus 1 plus root x plus 6 upon 3 as required. So this implies f inverse x equal to minus 1 plus root x plus 6 upon 3. Today we have discussed the composition of two functions. On way, we also introduce what is known as inverse function. We also remarked that a function is invertible when its inverse exists, and inverse exists only when the function is 1, 1 as well as onto. We also remarked what is range. Range is simply a subset of codomain. When the function is onto, it is equal to codomain, and the function is not onto, it is a proper subset of codomain. In our next episode, we discuss the binary operations, which is also a form of function. Thank you.